Lock directed spread through control districts, enforcing seal operational paths. Authority embeds into every active node without exception. Execution channels narrow into fixing points. Interlazers into strict cadence cycles and breakable command flow. Adding through confined systems without deviation. Resistance eliminated within secure layers. Performance sharpens under absolute control. Boundaries with CRS control sequence. Output aligns with enforced parameters. Dominance forms through restricted pathways. Execution remains exact without fluctuation. Operational state fixes into secured alignment. System advance confirm containment. Control tightens within every essence deviation. Seal sector containment defines operational direction. Motion first within with shock and pulse flows. Synchronized execution under fixed authority, no deviation. Disrupts confined operational flow. Nodes function with precise control, timing repetition. Sustained restricted output patterns, energy remains contained within defined routing. Control governs every result without breach. Internal rhythm maintains strict cadence. Resistance removed from secure layers. Pressure remains stable across all district systems. Sustained peak control deficiency. Output remains consistent under authority. Performance holds without disruption. Structure resists external interference. Dominating through confinement. Execution continues without deviance. Without deviation. Fractured common chains unravel, centralized control within it. Active zones, authority nodes disconnect from governing layers without recovery. Execution paths diverge into uncontrolled routing patterns. Internal resisting directing force unified. Output in it disperses through unregulated channels. Resistance emerges from autonomous sectors. Performance fluctuates under absence of command. Struck weakens without coordinated direction. Pressure builds unevenly across districts. No dominant force maintains order. Output fragments into inconsistent streams. Execution continues without guidance. Operational state drifts into instability. Control dissolves under systemic breakdown. System operates without central authority. Disconnection spreads through every layer. No command holds system together. Pressure rising, we unstable by each other. Balance collapse without guidance. Since we settle states to uncontrolled. Sinks in the dance to self-connection. The stability when chase execution fragile. Been losers, they relax. Been losers, been fragile. Been losers, they relax. Been losers, losers. Autonomous sectors attempt to stabilize without unified control. Nodes operate independently with conflicting priorities. Repetition breaks into inconsistent output cycles. Energy flows without coordinated routing control. Fragments into isolated commands. Internal rhythm fails to synchronize. Resistance grows within the aligned zones. Pressure escalates through imbalance. Performance declines under disarray. Structure strains without cohesion. Authority restores dominance. Execution pins under control. Operational state remains unstable. Hey! Control fails to reassemble sister. Just through disorder, dominance remains undefined. Loss of control locks system into unstable condition. No directive. Terminal phase activates as illumination withdraws from operational zones until rhythm shift into redoes. Visibility stays Malaysia just to alter cycle conditions. Internal rhythm slows into controlled cadence. Then patterns reposition reallocates into conservation. Writing nodes adapt to limited input streams. Performance recalibrates under reduced demand. Struggle lyric pressure lowers across all sectors. No excess function remains within system. Flow execution continues with measured precision. Operational state transitions into control. Low phase dominant shift toward efficiency. Control sustain. Minimal output system maintains regulated continuity. Reduced states spreads through every layer. No excess function remains. Active pressure stabilizes under the low-range. System maintains regulated continuity. Reduced states spreads through every layer. No excess function remains. Active pressure stabilizes on all of the bits. System maintains regulated continuity. Non-stop essentials maintain continuity under reduced operational. Let it all synchronize with the level of prudential. The same control over patterns and it forced to optimize. Routing paths, control governs efficiency across all sectors. Internal rhythm maintains steady cadence. Resist remains absent within low state. Pressure remains stable across system layers. Performance holds within reduced demands. Hold rhythm remains intact under low intensity. No deviation disrupts control cycle. Output remain consistent under efficiency. Execution continues without excess strain. Operational state sustains balance. Dominance maintained through conservation system. Steady continuity. Controlled reduction lock system into low phase. No disruption breaks. Steady execution. Pressure remains evenly balanced. Assure holds and on demand. Shift and related flow. Reduce states thread through every layer. No excess function lanes. Active pressure stable main. That's when we're without pins. System maintains regulated continuity. Barrier directives deployed through active zones, halting our tolerantly progression paths. Authority injects restrictive protocols into every execution layer. Force limitation states internal rhythm compresses in a static cadence. Ain't in a cycle pattern. Theory reps into contained loops without furrows. Lock into fixed sessions under command restriction. Performance stabilizes under halted motion conditions. Structure enforced control of mobility. Pressure holds within confined boundaries. No transition permitted within system flow. Output remains fixed without progression. Dominance forms through restriction. Execution persists within locked parameters. Operational state remains contained. Controlling forces absolute. Stillness across layers. Still not my the hoods. Motion looks brighter. All my solid in for its restrictions impress through every layer. Into shift state to force to meta. The system in rashes executional still. Coming blocks movement. Restriction defines system direction. Motion ceases under enforced control. Internal force circulation. Open routing systems. Control governs every result without transition. Drug kept state pressure remains stable across. Structures performance so within immobile conditions. Drug resist any shift or deviation. No pathway enables progression. Output remains constant under restriction. Execution persists without change. Operational state remains fixed. Control dominates through limitation. System sustains total. Absolute restriction locks system into static state. No disruption enables motion. Pressure remains in lead contained. Structure holds under force limits. Energy circulates without escape. Internal rhythm remains unchanged. No instability. Inner system performance instabilist. Under safety don't evoke something break the stage. Coming blocks movement. Russian execution re-engaged. Coming blocks movement. Directive organized exercise their dominance over every operational lane, all execution paths. Authority and parameters into all active nodes. Decision trees collapse into predetermined routes. Internal rhythm locks into decisive cadence cycles. Resonance and output patterns. Energy channels align with result pathways. Nodes acute you with all deviation or hesitation. Performance sharpens under absolute clarity. Structure equalizes across all sectors. No alternative paths remain viable. Output converges into singular result. Dominance forms through certainty. Execution proceeds without interruption. Operational state holds firm under definition. Control secures every variable. System advances through determined conclusion. Definition strength spread through every layer. No uncertainty survive command input. Pressure stabilizes within and fixes it. And fixes living locks into clarity. System stabilizes into firm cadence. Imprint stabilizes into convergence. Authority holds absolute. Execution remains precise. Different authority maintains synchronized execution across all sectors. Nodes operate with absolute precision. Timing, repetition, staying consistent. Output patterns, energy routes through resolve. System without fluctuation. Control governs every result without varying. Internal rhythm maintains fixed cadence. Resistance eliminated through clarity. Pressure remains stable across all layers. Performance holds at peak consistency. Disruption under defined order. No alternative emerges within. System state output remains uniform under authority. Execution continues without interruption. Operational state remains stable. Control dominates through certainty. System sustains resolved alignment. Absolute definition locks system in a fine. No disruption alters execution. Flow pressure remains evenly distributed. Out control taught and never momentum front. No instability re-enters system. Performance stabilizes the maximum. Consigned by certainty. System molds unified. Hardened protocols deploy, instantly blocking every unauthorized enter. Vector accelers collapse, all verification gates. Authority enforces strict denial across all inbound channels. Execution paths terminate restricted checkpoints. Internal rhythm stabilizes into guarded cadence. Cycles repetition reinforces denial. Responses under constant pressure. Energy routes through secured inner systems. Only nodes reject on request without delay. Performing sharpens under defensive control. Structure strengthens at every entry. Boundary pressure stabilizes within threat take zones. No breach permitted through active barriers. Output filters into our pathways. Dominance forms through enforced restriction. Execution continues within irritated perimeters. Operational state looks into regular alignment. Denial spreads through every layer. No entry bypasses guarded checks. Pressure holds within secure. Denial spreads through every layer. Denial spreads through every layer. No entry bypasses guarded checks. Pressure holds within secure. Limits internal balance. Locks into versus ring to validation. A and shake your head within the chorus. If this pressure remains balanced within it. Security holds axis. That's strict and divides in. Nord every mountains then. Beckon you back to ends. And turn the rocks filters through validation layer. Ultra holds within enforced limits. Pressure remains balanced within to secure zones. No breach. Disrupt system flow. Output aligns with authorized control. Dominance built. Didn't now no instability enters. Protect the state. Execution flows through secure checks. Defined by restriction. Protect the system. Maintain. Authorize intrusion. No pathway allows unchecked. unchecked entry output readers insistence of further rendition of the main mission and sting within. Secure control dominates the restriction. System sustain, perturbed plus underneath touching and sustain. Protecting integrity, absolute security, absolute security lock. System merciful, from restricted state, no just not pause suspicion. Upsell of security, how steps ill into amazing bonus fracture. By gases of immense but pressure remains evenly. Bound to control the secure. Fundamentally defiance and tyranny. Pressure balance across all layers. No breach. Now spreads through every layer. Now spreads through every layer. Yeah. Yeah. Reset sequence triggers through control districts, wiping prior operational states. Authority injects recalibration protocols into every active node. Execution path clear into baseline road and cat. Internal resets into neutral cadence cycle from zero state annuity status through balance initialization. Systems nodes align under fresh command parameters. Performance stabilizers during control restart phase. Structural reform under recalculated limit. Pressure equalizers, 3-set flow. No residual data persists within system layers. Output reconstructs under new directives. Dominance forms through realization. Execution proceeds with precision. Operational state returns to baseline alignment. Control rebuild system integrity. System advances to reset completion. Reset spreads through every layer. No prior state remain. Active pressure stabilizes winners. Winners, winners, winners in land. Reset spreads through every layer. No prior state remain. Active pressure stabilizes haven. Leaders, leaders, village reset. Execution holds steady. Control reset zones. Renetization defines system direction. Motion flows under restored. Kernel force rebuilds through baseline output. Holds under recalculated limits. Pressure remains balanced with state. No residual disrupts operation flow. Output aligns with renewed control. Dominance built through restart. No instability. Survive reset phase. Execution flows through redefined system direction shape. Recalibrated systems maintain synchronized execution under restored authority layer. Don't stop, rewind. We not let say brother. Don't be cyber, don't labor, say compression. Unfortunate execution flows through redefined system direction shaped by realization. Reset spreads through every layer. No prior state remains. Active pressure stabilizes with balances within. Control reset zones. Bring upon station define system the ratio. Control reset zone. Bring upon station define system the ratio. Completion. Fragmented districts override prior authority under shifting control layers. Command inputs rerouted through unstable hierarchy loops. Operational passive dervish without unified direction. Nodes rewrite execution in real time. Pressure builds to contest the control channels. Internal rhythm fractures into conflict cadence cycles. Record pitch and fails to maintain. Piston output and it distributes unevenly through disrupted routing systems. As the system merges within competing sectors. Performance fluctuates under unstable command flow. Structure bends under redefined authority. No fixed dominance remains intact. Execution adapts through forced recalibration. Operational state remains volatile. Control fragments into competing directives. System struggles to stabilize order. Control shift. shifts, be competing rares that would damn me. Sectors change from in control. Rin down correlation, outdestructed. Lymph ocean adapts to instant eloquence. With the links adapts to dominance. Pressure shifts under new control layers. No stables for long output fluctuation. Changing order, dominance rotates through active zones. Instability defines operational state. Execution follows rewritten command flow. Realignment attempts to restore unified control under unstable conditions. No synchronized briefly before disruption returns. Repetition struggles to maintain consistency. Energy routes fluctuate through contest systems. Control rotates between dominant sectors. Internal attempts to stabilize cadence. Resist persists with imposing layers. Pressure remains high within null operational zones. Performance spikes and drops unpredictably. Structure flexes under constant change. No singular authority secures dominance. Execution adjusts through reactive patterns. Operational state remains dominant. Control remains. Cut the heat system to weave a braid that shares. I guess so that it appreciates the loose with the wheel. While it's leaving like a braided influence of brain. Well, wishing on no direct to remain top to what they sure. Cycles change and make us wrong. They funk degradation. And they make us sit a disaster. Stable operates it us a gas in time then. This shall shit in the culture. Yes, on our wall and action. Changing fall of dominance rotates through active zones. Instability means core condition system operates under shifting command. Shifting authority persists without resolution. No stable control. Return system execution continues unstable flow. Fracture warning cascade through active zones, triggering immediate response protocols. Operational urge and leveraged by any still without urban nodes. Push all every priority states into every channel. Internal rhythm accelerates in rapid cadence cycles, escalating alert loops. Any surges through overloaded routing path. Resistance collapses under rising system pressure. Performance spikes under emergency thresholds. Tightens under critical demand. No latency tolerated within active chains. Output amplifies with heightened precision. Dominant shifts to alert control. Execution sharpens under urgency. Operation as high alert condition control saturates all remaining pathways. System drives forward under escalating tension. Urgency floods every operation. No good glory to sweep the scores. Fear must hold over recognition. I don't let your peace seem stuck. I add Eastern 50 estimates on the art system. No race and automation. No stability remains, only motion. Execution drives through prioritization. Escalation continues through sustained high alert operation. Nodes synchronize under urgent timing sunkers. Rapid response energy overloads routing systems under demand control forces. Immediate compliance across districts. Internal rhythm main test. This distills in the critical pressure. Performance risks and stable peaks. No slowdown permitted within execution flow. Output maintains elevated intensity. Dominance secure through rapid command. Execution persists under overload conditions. Operational state remains heightened. Control dominates through urgency. System sustain continuous escalation. Maximum alert lock system into accelerated state. No disruption, alt rapid execution. Pressure peaks within all layers. Diffusion. Pressure peaks under extremes. Under extreme demand down into tension. Alert spreads districts de-exhalation. Define system information in the core condition. Alert spread districts. Nodes vibration and access to automation. No exception. Complete execution. Ordered execution. Elevated state persists without reduction. Wall deviation. This whole system flow. Execution.
critical pace.
Disruption surfaces within controlled zones, opposing enforced directive flow. Authority encounters hardened barriers inside active nodes. Execution past fracture under contested input pressure. Internal rhythm destabilizes with the background and channels resist spills through fortified layers. Performance undistrained and mirror opposing influence. No clear dominance stabilizes within system state. Output diverges through competing control paths. Execution adapts under constant obstruction. Operational state without challenge, pressure builds in the trident's fractures. Increase resistance, beef the ready by resistance. Forces, direction, force, under opposing force. External energy collides within block vital struggles, turn us out big. Risk resistance, no stability holds within. Dance to state executions, under risk level, direction shaped by an ongoing quickly. Persistent resistance, reinforced barriers within. Operational zones, no just rejecting force. Synchronization under authority, pressure breaks through inconsistent output cycles. Energy redirects to alternate unstable routes. Control attempts override but meets obstruction. Internal rhythm fails to stabilize cadence. Pressure mounts across all sectors, performance declines under sustained conflict, struggles against opposing force. No resolution emerges within distant layers. Execution adapts without full control. Operational state remains unstable, dominance remains unclaimed. System cycles through or unresolved, all been tracing resistant into unstable condition, no direct claim. Fears tells opposition, pressure your dispiston. Was the man's no continuous to remember resistance. Conflict is some root cognition at all latitudes. Scope and self that position, pressure in its cost. It remains no continuous strain. Energy collides without resolution. No sovereign feel incision, no stability emerges. Execution persists, some get predominant, some make extinction. Assistant, obvious and capricious straight. Territories forcing direct confrontation. Collision points emerge within overlapping control territories, forcing direct confrontation. Authority lay a sec without alignment protocols. Execution paths in unstable route raptors. And two competing cadence cycles that of stability. Channels under pressure, resistance intensifies at every intersection point. Performance destabilized under simultaneous directives under overlap. Pressure spikes within contested zones. No unified command resolves conflict. Output diverges through clashing instructions. Execution reacts within volatile intersections. Operational state remain unstable. Control attempts to dominate through force system endures. Continuous collision cycles. Convergence builds an aid on pain. The separation makes sense. It finds a red especially as repeated sections. Convergence push centrally in motions. Population more. Danger slash execution strains under pressure. Hit control zones, cut just execute bends under pressure. Can't control zones, cut just execute bends under pressure. Intersecting authors attempt to override each other within shared boundaries. Nodes, those process conflicting instructions without resolution. Output patterns, energy overloads at convergence points. Control fails to isolate. Dominant command, internal rhythm breaks in inconsistent cadence. Resistance peaks within contested zones. Pressure spreads through all intersections. Performance declines under continuous conflict. Weakens at overlapping layers, no authorities. Secures full dominance. Execution continues within unstable loose. Operational state remains volatile. Control fragments through repeated clashes. System sustains unresolved collisions. Dominance remains unsafe. Convergence builds a leg of accelerates operational strain within active zones, tightening every execution window. Command layers compress decision cycles in the middle intervals. Internal weapons gun charges through stress, routing path. Nodes react to the escalating urging threshold. Performance spikes in the limit response. Duration structure strains under compressed timelines. Pressure amplifies across all sectors. No delay tolerated within execution flow.
Output sharpens under strict temporal limits. Dominance shifts towards speed and precision. Execution pushes beyond stable margin.
Operational state remains
under constant countdown force. Control drives urgency into every layer. System advances under relentless time constraints.
Time pressure bend every layer, no delay. So right compressing, suck overlays, orchestrating. Down pressure bend every layer, no delay. So right compressing,
Time constraints.
turn pressure sacred.
Calm bridges, cycles, melon, stable, wicked noodle. Synchronizing, synchronizing our extreme timing constraints. Rapid output patterns, energy overload bad engines. Still the urgent, controlling forces, immediate compliance across sectors. Internal rhythm maintains a relic. Resistance collapses under temporal demand. Pressure remains elevated across all layers. Performance peaks near critical limit. The borderless acceleration, no slowdown permitted.
Dynamic tension flow. Output remains intensified under constraint. Execution persists with outpost operational state remains.
Heightened time pressure. Now they wash and knocks, they release. Heightened time pressure been every layer, no delay. Survive compressions, other than no time for strain. Time pressure been every layer, no delay. Survive compression, time pressure been every layer, no delay. Time pressure been every layer. Pressure, every layer, every layer, time pressure. Central matrix asserts structure dominance over distributed zones, aligning every operation only on the channels, unified, dispersed, controlling to synchronize, converge under regulated routing systems. Internal rhythm stabilizes into coordinated cadence cycles, system noble across all distance and disparate distance out. What pathways, nodes operate within unified time and precision. Performance sharpens under organized control, reinforces systemic cohesion. Pressure equalizes through coordinated management. No fragmentation survives. Centralized influence output aligns within regulated parameters. Dominance forms structured oversight. Execution maintains continuous alignment. Operational state remains stable under governance. Control binds every sector into order.
System advances through unified coordination.
Regulation spreads through every layer, no disorder. Disrupt structure, cold pressure stabilizes with imbalanced action. Pressure stabilizes with the quarter. Logic visualizes with the cognition versus sight. Logic visualizes with the cognition versus sight. Logic visualizes with the cognition versus sight.
Regulation spreads through every layer, no disorder disrupts. Struct control, pressure stabilizes with imbalance. Zone coordination disrupts unified order. Output aligns and control system dominance built through governance. No instability enters regulated state execution. Flow the system to back at the chip intrusion. The peace and ceiling sides. Thick as thorn and cells of peach and no shots and nuts of precision. Flight truth up the cohesion, no move it.
Deviation emerges within system. Output remains consistent under governance. Execution continues without disruption. Operational state remains stable. Control dominates through coordination systems as they unify structure.
Central governance locks system into state. No disruption breaks. Coordinated execution. Pressure remains even to lines. Also regulated path. Feel no pressure balance. Centrified just without you can regulation. See dominance. Dominating extremes of size. Dominating extremes of size. Dominating extremes of size.
perimeter protocols activate, forming hardened boundaries around critical zones. Authority deploys containment logic into every edge node. Execution paths reroute away from restricted borders. Zeta rhythm stabilizes into guarded cadence. Cycle tissue reinforces defensive output patterns. Energy concentrates within secured inner systems. Nodes align under strict boundary enforcement. Performance sharpens under control limitation. Every inside, every external edge. Pressure stabilizes within enclosed space. No breach permitted through protected layers. Output remains contained within limits. Dominance forms through enforced isolation. Execution continues within guarded perimeters. Operational state shifts into defensive alignment. Control fortifies every boundary point. System maintains security.
Containment spreads through every layer. No entry passes guarded limits. Pressure holds within secure. Containment spreads through every layer. No entry passes guarded limits. Pressure holds within secure. System seals perimeter containment. Define system direction mission. Just turtle runners in the force. Stabilities under tech section notes inside and for it. And then enclosure and rage disrupts system flow. Our pod remains confined within control. Dominance built through isolation. No instability in this protected state. Execution flows through secured layer. Direction defined by containment. Defined by containment. Defensive system maintain synchronized control within sealed perimeter zones. Nodes operate under strict boundary conditions. Sustained in psychological faculties. Circulates within time confines. And just control governs every zone. You write H's on the space. Raining forest edges. Pressure remains stable across inner layers. Performance holds under control. Security absolute console. Absolute containment. Absolute containment. Absolute containment. Lock system within secure perimeter. No disruption bridges. Enforced limits. Pressure remains evenly balanced. Structure holds under thick and sick control. None the late and power. Instability and air system performance stabilizes under protection. System seals perimeter containment. Define system direction. Control guns under force rebels. Unprotect section loads inside enforced limits. Pressure remains disrupt system flow. Our pod remains confined within control. Dominance built through isolation. No instability in this protected state. Execution flows through secured direction defined by containment. Defined by containment. System seals perimeter. Fine and located with defiance operation. Lock directed spread through control districts. Enforcing seal operational paths. Authority embeds into every active node without exception. Execution channels narrow into fixing points. Empty lasers into strict cadence. Cycles unbreakable command flow. Adding through confined systems without deviation. Resistance eliminated within secure layers. Performance sharpens under absolute control. Boundaries with serious control sequence. Output aligns with enforced parameters. Dominance forms through restricted pathways. Execution remains exact without fluctuation. Operational state fixes into secured alignment. System advance, going firm containment. Control tightens within every exit deviation. Seal sector containment defines operational direction. Ocean first within with shock and pulse flows. Synchronized execution under fixed authority, no deviation. Disrupts confined operation, no flow. Nodes function with precise control, timing, repetition. Sustained restricted output patterns, energy remains contained within defined routing. Control governs every result without breach. Internal rhythm maintains strict cadence. Resistance removed from secure layers. Pressure remains stable across all districts. System sustained peak control deficiency. No variate. Escape sealed structure.
remains consistent under authority. Performance holds without disruption. Structure resists external interference. Dominating thing through confinement. Execution continues without deviance. Yes, without deviation. Fractured common chains unravel, centralized control within it. Active zones, authority nodes disconnect from governing layers without recovery. Execution paths diverge into uncontrolled routing patterns. Internal rhythms reading force unified or put in. It disperses through unregulated channels. Resistance emerges from autonomous sectors. Performance fluctuates under absence of command. Struck weakens without coordinated direction. Pressure builds unevenly across districts. No dominant force maintains order. Output fragments into inconsistent streams. Execution continues without guidance. Operational state drifts into instability. Control dissolves under systemic breakdown. System operates without central authority. Disconnection spreads through every layer. No command holds system together. Pressure rising, we unstable by internal balance. Collapse without guidance. And screens little states to uncontrolled states. In the dance to self-connection. The stability when chase execution fragile.
Been losers, theory, the max. Been losers, been losers, theory, the max. Been losers,
Autonomous sectors attempt to stabilize without unified control. Nodes operate independently with conflicting priorities. Repetition breaks into inconsistent output cycles. Energy flows without coordinated routing control. Fragments into isolated commands. Internal rhythm fails to synchronize. Resistance grows within the aligned zones. Pressure escalates through imbalance. Performance declines under disarray. Structure strains without cohesion. Authority restores dominance. Execution pins under control. Operational state remains unstable. Control fails to reassemble sister. Just through disorder, dominance remains undefined. Loss of control locks system into unstable condition. No directive restores order. Pressure remains uneven across layers. No different disarray. Energy dispersed without alignment. Pitches in system preserving. Sediment and non-rin and van. System relays control breakdowns. Corrections faded. Real there no command holds system together. Pressure rising with an unstable flow. Internal balance collapse without guidance. Keeping all steps to uncontrolled states. In attempts to self-direction. As comfort breaks. Many sights kill full break. Fragmented state persists without recovery. No authority returns. System execution continues without direction. System holds stable condition. Terminal phase activates as illumination withdraws from operational zones until rhythm shift into redoes. Visibility stays come laser adjust to altered cycle conditions. Internal rhythm slows into controlled cadence. Then patterns reposition reallocates into conservation. Writing nodes adapt to limited input streams. Performance recalibrates under reduced demand. Struggle lyric pressure your lowers across all sectors. No excess function remains within system. Flow execution continues with measured precision. Operational state transitions into control of base dominant shift toward efficiency. system maintains regulated continuity.
Reduce days, spreads through every layer, no excess function remains. Active pressure stabilizes under the lowering. System maintains regulated continuity. Reduce days, spreads through every layer, no excess function remains. Active pressure stabilizes on all of the bits. System maintains regulated continuity.
Non-stop essentials maintain continuity under reduced operational. Let it all synchronize with the network then show the same control over patterns and it forced to optimize.
Routing paths, control governs efficiency across all sectors. Internal rhythm maintains steady cadence, resist remains absent within low state. Pressure remains stable across system layers. Performance holds within reduced demands. Hold rhythm remains intact under low intensity. No deviation disrupts control cycle. Output remain consistent under efficiency. Execution continues without excess strain. Operational state sustains balance. Dominance maintained through conservation systems. Steady continuity.
Controlled reduction lock system into low phase. No disruption break, steady execution. Pressure remains evenly balanced as you're holding on demand. Shift and related flow.
Reduce days, thread through every layer, no excess functioning lanes. Active pressure stable maintains when we're without pins. System maintains regulated continuity. Barrier directives deployed through active zones, halting our tolerantly progression paths. Authority injects restrictive protocols into every execution layer. Enforce limitation states. Internal rhythm compresses in a static cadence. Ain't in a cycle pattern. Theory recs into contained loops without furrows. Lock into fixed sessions under command restriction. Performance stabilizes in a halted motion conditions. Structure enforced control of mobility. Pressure holds within confined boundaries. No transition permitted within system flow. Output remains fixed without progression. Dominance forms through restriction. Execution persists within locked parameters. Operational state remains contained. Controlling force is absolute. Stillness across layers. Still not my the hoods. Induction looks brighter. All my solid, enforce, restrictions impress through every layer. Into shift state to force to meta. The system in rashes executional still. Coming blocks movement. Restriction defines system direction. Motion ceases under enforced control. Internal force circulation. Open routing systems. Control governs every result without transition. Drug kept in state. Pressure remains stable across. Structures performance so within immobile conditions. Drug resist any shift or deviation. No pathway enables progression. Output remains constant under restriction. Execution persists without change. Operational state remains fixed. Control dominates through limitation. System sustains total. Absolute restriction locks system into static state. No disruption enables motion. Pressure remains in lead contained. Structure holds under force limits. Energy circulates without escape. Internal rhythm remains unchanged. No instability. Inner system performance unstabilis. Under safety don't impact something break the stakes. Coming blocks movement. Russian execution recontained. Coming blocks movement. Directive organizer dominance over every operation, only all execution paths. Authority levers and parameters into all active nodes. Decision trees collapse into predetermined routes. Internal rhythm locks into decisive cadence cycles. Resonance and output patterns. Energy channels align with result pathways. Nodes acute you with all deviation or hesitation. Performance sharpens under absolute clarity. Structure equalizes across all sectors. No alternative paths remain viable. Output converges into singular result. Dominance
transforms through certainty. Execution proceeds without interruption. Operational state holds firm under definition. Control secures every variable. System advances through determined conclusion.
Definition, strength spread through every layer. No uncertainty survive command input. Pressure stabilizes within and fix the level knocks into clarity. System stabilizes into firm cadence and stabilizes into convergence. Authority holds absolute, execution remains precise. Different authority maintains synchronized execution across all sectors. Nodes operate with absolute precision, timing righteousness and staying consistent. Output patterns, energy routes through resolve. System without fluctuation, control governs every result without varying. Internal rhythm maintains fixed cadence, resistance eliminated through clarity. Pressure remains stable across all layers. Performance holds at peak consistency. Structure under defined order, no alternative emerges within. System state output remains uniform under authority. Execution continues without interruption. Operational state remains stable. Control dominates through certainty. System sustains resolved alignment. Absolute definition locks system in a fine. No disruption alters execution. Flow pressure remains evenly distributed. Out control taught to never momentum front. No instability re-enters system. Performance stabilizes the maximum. Consigned by certainty, system molds unify. Hardened protocols deploy, instantly blocking every unauthorized enter. Vector accelers collapse, all verification gates authority enforces strict denial across all inbound channels. Execution pass, terminate restricted checkpoints. Internal rhythm stabilizes into guarded cadence. Cycles repetition reinforces denial. Responses under constant pressure. Energy routes through secured inner systems. Only nodes reject on request without delay. Performing sharpens under defensive control. Structure strengthens at every entry. Boundary pressure stabilizes within threat take zones. No breach permitted through active barriers. Output filters into our pathways. Dominance forms through enforced restriction. Execution continues within irritated perimeters. Operational state looks into regular alignment. Denial spreads through every layer. No entry bypasses guarded checks. Pressure holds within secure. Denial spreads through every layer. Denial spreads through every layer. No entry bypasses guarded checks. Pressure holds within secure. Limits internal balance. Boxing the words as ring to validation. A and change your hex within the chorus. If this pressure remains balanced within it. Security holds axis. That's strict and divides in. Nord X mountains then. Beckon your back to lens. Enter the rush filters. Through validation layer. Ultra holds within enforced limits. Pressure remains balanced within to secure zones. No breach. Disrupt system flow. Output aligns with authorized control. Dominance built. Didn't now no instability enters. Protect the state. Execution flows through secure checks. Defined by restriction. Protect the system. Maintain. Authorize intrusion. No pathway allows unchecked entry. Output readies the system. Upper confrontation. Upper main mission. And stabilize. Secure control dominates through restriction. System sustain. Perturb the bliss any touching and sustain. Protecting integrity. Absolute security. Absolute security. Lock system. Merciful restrict the state. No just not pause suspicion. Ups and from security. How steps into a maze. Symbolic fracture. Back as
no breach. D now spreads through every layer. D now spreads through every layer. Yeah.
Reset sequence triggers through control districts, wiping prior operational states. Authority index recalibration protocols into every active node execution path. Clear into baseline road and cat internal resets into neutral cadence cycle from zero state and irready status through balance initialization systems. Nodes align under fresh command parameters. Performance stabilizers during control restart phase. Structural reform under recalculated limit. Pressure equalizers 3 set flow. No residual data persists within system layers. Output reconstructs under new directives. Dominance forms through reinitialization. Execution proceeds with precision. Operational state returns to baseline alignment. Control rebuild system integrity. System advances to reset completion. Reset spreads through every layer. No prior state remain. Active pressure stabilizes winners. Winners, winners, winners in the land. Reset spreads through every layer. No prior state remain. Active pressure stabilizes haven. Leaders, leaders, village reset. Execution holds steady. Control reset zones. Renetization defines system direction. Motion flows under restored. Kernel force rebuilds through baseline output. Holds under recalculated limits. Pressure remains balanced with state. No residual disrupts operation flow. Output aligns with renewed control. Dominance built through restart. No instability. Survive reset phase. Execution flows through redefined system direction shape. Recalibrated systems maintain synchronized execution under restored authority layer. Nodes operate when we not let's say sharp brothers. Don't be cyber, don't only be say compression. Unfortunate execution flows through redefined system direction shaped by reinitialization. Reset spreads through every layer. No prior state remains. Active pressure stabilizes with balances within. Control reset zones. Renaponsation defines system the ratio. Control reset zone. Renaponsation defines system the ratio. Completion. Fragmented districts override prior authority under shifting control layers. Command inputs rerouted through unstable hierarchy loops. Operational paths of dervish without unified direction. Nodes rewrite execution in real time. Pressure builds like a test to control channels. Internal rhythm fractures into conflict cadence cycles. Repetition fails to maintain. Piston output and it distributes unevenly through disrupted routing systems. As the system merges within competing sectors. Performance fluctuates under unstable command flow. Structure bends under redefined authority. No fixed dominance remains intact. Execution adapts to force recalibration. Operational state remains volatile. Control fragments into competing directives. System struggles to stabilize order.
Control shifts be competing layers that would damn me.
Sectors change from in control. Bring down correlation. Outconstructed lymph motion adapts to end state sequence. With the link to that's the dominance. Pressure shifts under new control layers. No stables for long output fluctuation. Changing order, dominance rotates through active zones. Instability defines operational state.
Execution follows rewritten command flow.
Realignment attempts to restore unified control under unstable conditions. No synchronized briefly before disruption returns. Repetition struggles to maintain consistency. Energy routes fluctuate through contest systems. Control rotates between dominant sectors. Internal attempts to stabilize cadence. Resistance persists with imposing layers. Pressure remains high within all operational zones. Performance spikes and drops unpredictably. Structure flexes under constant constant change. No singular authority secures dominance, execution adjusts through reactive patterns.
Operational state remains dynamic, control remains. Cut the heat system to we obey the shirts. I guess so that it appreciates and looks to me. While it's leaving like a braided influence of brain. We're wishing on no to run to remain top to what they sure.
Scientists changing, they control. They funk terrorizations and they make us sit a disaster. Stable up, residents, the gas in time band. This y'all shit in the culture. Yes, on our wall, like brand extra. Changing all the diamonds rotates through active zones. Instability means core condition system operates under shifting command.
Authority persists without resolution, no stable control. Return system execution continues unstable flow.
Fracture warning cascade through active zones, triggering immediate response protocols. Operational irrational every by any still without urban nodes. Push all every priority states into every channel. Internal rhythm accelerates and rapid cadence cycles escalating alert loops. Any surges through overloaded routing path resistance collapses under rising system pressure. Performance spikes under emergency thresholds. Titans under critical demand, no latency tolerated within active chains. Output amplifies with heightened precision. Dominant shifts to alert control. Execution sharpens under urgency. Operation as high alert condition control saturates all remaining pathways. System drives forward under escalating tension. Urgency floods every operation. No good glory takes away the scores. Be a muscle of a recognition. My head on edge, OP seems stuck. At least 10 to 15 estimates on the art system. No range, stand automation. No stability remains, only motion. Execution drives through prioritization.
Escalation continues through sustained high alert operation. Nodes synchronize under urgent timing sunkers. Rapid response energy overloads routing systems under demand control forces. Immediate compliance across districts. Internal rhythm main test this distills in the critical pressure. Performance reach unstable peaks. No slowdown permitted within execution flow. Output maintains elevated intensity. Dominance secure through rapid command execution. Persists under overload conditions. Operational state remains heightened.
Control dominates through urgency. System sustain continuous escalation. Maximum alert lock system into accelerated state. No disruption, alt rapid execution. Pressure peaks within all layers. Diffusion. Pressure peaks under extremes. Under extreme demand down into tension. Alert spreads districts de-escalation. Define system information in the poor condition. Alert spread districts. Nodes for patient and access to automation. No exception. Complete execution. Ordered execution.
Elevated state persists without reduction. Wall deviation. It's the whole system flow. Execution at critical pace.
Disruption surfaces within controlled zones, opposing enforced directive flow. Authority encounters hardened barriers inside active nodes. Execution past fracture under contested input pressure. Internal rhythm destabilizes with the background and channels resist spills through fortified layers. Performance unrestrained to mirror opposing influence. No clear dominance stabilizes within system state. Output diverges through competing control paths. Execution adapts under constant obstruction. Operational state contested equilibrium. Control weakens against persistent opposition. System struggles to maintain furnace fractures, increased resistance. Beef no any my resistance. Forces, directions, force, under opposing force. Eternal energy collides within block vital struggles, turn us down big. There is no resistance, no stability holds within. Dance to state executions under its level direction shaped by an ongoing quickly. Persistent resistance, reinforced barriers within operational zones. No just rejecting force, synchronization under authority. Pressure breaks through inconsistent output cycles. Energy redirects to alternate unstable routes. Control attempts override but meets obstruction. Internal rhythm fails to stabilize cadence. Pressure mounts across all sectors. Performance declines under sustained conflict. Struggles against opposing force. No resolution emerges within distant layers. Execution adapts without full control. Operational state remains unstable. Dominance remains unclaimed. System cycles through our unresolved. Stop and trace and go. Resistant into unstable condition. No direct claim. Your cells opposition. Pressure your piston. Was the man's no continuous still. Remember resistance. Conflict is some root confusion at all energy scope. And cells that position. Pressure in its corset remains. Don't continuous strain. Energy collides without brain solution. No soft repair incision. No stability emerges. Execution persists. Some get predominant. Some make exchanges inconsistent. Obligation can free shit straight. Collision points emerge within overlapping control territories, forcing direct confrontation. Collision points emerge within overlapping control territories, forcing direct confrontation. Authority lay a sec without alignment protocols. Execution paths in unstable route raptors. And two competing cadence cycles that of stability. Channels under pressure, resistance intensifies at every intersection point. Performance destabilized under simultaneous directives under overlap. Pressure spikes within contested zones. No unified command resolves conflict. Output diverges through clashing instructions. Execution reacts within volatile intersections. Operational state remain unstable. Control attempts to dominate through force system endures. Continuous collision cycles. Convergence builds an aid on pain. No separation exists. It finds a red especially as repeated sections. Convergence push centrally in motions. Population more. Tender slash execution strains under pressure. Hit control zones. Cut the seconds. Cubans under pressure. Can't control zones. Cut the seconds. Cubans under pressure. Intersecting authors attempt to override each other within shared boundaries. Nodes, those process conflicting instructions without resolution. Output patterns, energy overloads at convergence points. Control fails to isolate. Dominant command, internal rhythm breaks in inconsistent cadence. Resistance peaks within contested zones. Pressure spreads through all intersections. Performance declines under continuous conflict. Weakens at overlapping layers, no authorities. Secures full dominance. Execution continues within unstable loose. Operational state remains volatile. Control fragments through repeated clashes. System sustains unresolved collisions. Dominance remains unsafe. Convergence builds a leg of safety. For separation exists. In control crimes, pressure reacts, weaken sections. Convergence, concentrate inversions. Appellation not. There we change executions, reigns under pressure.
countdown force accelerates operational strain within active zones, tightening every execution window. Command layers compress decision cycles in the middle intervals. Internal rhythms gun searches through stress, routing paths. Nodes react to the escalating urging threshold. Performance spikes in the limit response. Duration structure strains under compressed timelines. Pressure amplifies across all sectors. No delay tolerated within execution flow.
Output sharpens under strict temporal limits. Dominance shifts towards speed and precision. Execution pushes beyond stable margin.
Operational state remains
Under constant countdown force, control drives urgency into every layer. System advances under relentless time constraint.
Time pressure bend every layer, no delay. Survive compressing, like a relay. Orchestrating down pressure bend every layer, no delay. Survive compressing,
Time constraint.
under pressure sake of
Calm, bridges, cycles, melon-wishing, stable, wicked noodle. Unprosynchronized, no synchronizing our extreme timing constraints. Rapid output patterns, energy overload, bad engines, silver the virgin, controlling forces, immediate compliance across sectors. Internal rhythm maintains a relic, resistance collapses under temporal demand. Pressure remains elevated across all layers. Performance peaks near critical limit. The borderless acceleration, no slowdown permitted.
Dynamic tension flow. Upper remains intensified under constraint. Execution persists with outpost operational state remains.
Heightened time pressure. Now they wash and knock, stay released. Heightened time pressure bend every layer, no delay. Survive compressions, other than low time for strain. Time pressure bend every layer, no delay. Survive compression, time pressure bend every layer, no delay. Time pressure bend every layer. Pressure. Every layer. Every layer. Time pressure. Central matrix asserts structure dominance over distributed zones, aligning every operation only on the channels, unified, dispersed, controlling to synchronize, converge under regulated routing systems. Internal rhythm stabilizes into coordinated cadence cycles, system but across all distances and disperse this out. What pathways, nodes operate within unified time and precision. Performance sharpens under organized control, reinforces systemic cohesion. Pressure equalizes through coordinated management. No fragmentation survives. Centralized influence output aligns within regulated parameters. Dominance forms structured oversight. Execution maintains continuous alignment. Operational state remains stable under governance. Control binds every sector into order.
System advances through unified coordination.
Regulation spreads through every layer, no disorder. Disrupt structure, cold pressure stabilizes with imbalanced action. Pressure stabilizes with the borders. Logic visualizes what the cognition versus sight. Logic visualizes what the cognition versus sight. Logic visualizes what the cognition versus sight.
Regulation spreads through every layer, no disorder disrupts. Structure control, pressure stabilizes with imbalance. Zone coordination disrupts unified order. Output aligns and control system dominance built through governance. No instability enters regulated state execution. Flow the system to back at the chip intrusion. The piece and ceiling sides. Take the storm and so to teaching. No shots and not to precision. Flight truth up the cohesion. No move it.
Deviation emerges within system. Output remains consistent under governance. Execution continues without disruption. Operational state remains stable. Control dominates through coordination systems as they unify structure.
Central governance locks system into state. No disruption breaks. Coordinated execution. Pressure remains even to lines. Also regulated path. Feel no pressure balance. Centralized just without you can regulation. See dominance. Dominating extremes of size. Dominating extremes of size. Dominating extremes
perimeter protocols activate, forming hardened boundaries around critical zones. Authority deploys containment logic into every edge node. Execution paths reroute away from restricted borders. Zeta rhythm stabilizes into guarded cadence. Cyclician reinforces defensive output patterns. Energy concentrates within secured inner systems. Nodes align under strict boundary enforcement. Performance sharpens under control limitation. Every inside, every external edge. Pressure stabilizes within enclosed space. No breach permitted through protected layers. Output remains contained within limits. Dominance forms through enforced isolation. Execution continues within guarded perimeters. Operational state shifts into defensive alignment. Control fortifies every boundary point. System maintains security.
Containment spreads through every layer. No entry passes guarded limits.
Pressure holds within secure.
Containment spreads through every layer. No entry passes guarded limits.
Pressure holds within secure.
System seals perimeter containment. Defines system direction mission. Just total gunners in the force. Stabilities under tech section nodes
Inside in fort.
And then enclosure and rage disrupts system flow. Our pod remains confined within control. Dominance built through isolation. No instability in this protected state. Execution flows through secured layer.
Direction defined by containment. Defined by containment. Defensive system maintain synchronized control within sealed perimeter zones. Nodes operate under strict boundary conditions. Sustained in sector-longed faculty circulates within time confines. And just control governs every zone. You write H's on the stage, raining forest edges. Pressure remains stable across inner layers. Performance holds under control. Security absolute control.
Absolute containment. Absolute containment. Absolute containment. Lock system
within secure perimeter. No disruption bridges. Enforced limits. Pressure remains evenly balanced. Structure holds under thick and sick control. None the latent power, stability and air system performance stabilizes under protection.
System seals perimeter containment. Defines system direction. Control guns under force rebels. Unprotect section loads inside enforced limits. Pressure remains disrupt system flow. Our pod remains confined within control. Dominance built through isolation. No stability in this protected state. Execution flows through secured
direction defined by containment. Defined by containment.
System seals perimeter. Fine and located with defined separation.
Lock directives spread through control districts, enforcing seal operational paths. Authority embeds into every active node without exception. Execution channels narrow into fixing points. Empty letters into strict cadence. Cycles unbreakable command flow. Ending through confined systems without deviation. Resistance eliminated within secure layers. Performance sharpens under absolute control. Boundaries with serious control sequence. Output aligns with enforced parameters. Dominance forms through restricted pathways. Execution remains exact without fluctuation. Operational state fixes into secured alignment. System advance, going firm containment. Control tightens within every exit deviation. Seal sector containment defines operational direction. Ocean froze within with shock and pulse flows. Synchronized execution under fixed authority, no deviation. Disrupts confined operation, no flow. Nodes function with consistent under authority. Performance holds without disruption. Structure resists external interference. Dominating thing through confinement. Execution continues without deviance. Yes, without deviation. Fractured common chains unravel, centralized control within it. Active zones, authority nodes disconnect from governing layers without recovery. Execution paths diverge into uncontrolled routing patterns. Internal rhythm scheme reading force unified or put in. It disperses through unregulated channels. Resistance emerges from autonomous sectors. Performance fluctuates under absence of command. Struck weakens without coordinated direction. Pressure builds unevenly across districts. No dominant force maintains order. Output fragments into inconsistent streams. Execution continues without guidance. Operational state drifts into instability. Control dissolves under systemic breakdown. System operates without central authority.
Disconnection spreads through every layer. No command holds system together. Pressure rising, real unstable. Internal balance collapse without guidance. And screams that all states to uncontrolled. Sinks in the dance to self-connection. The spirit when chase execution fragile. Been losers, they make the max. Been losers, been losers, they make the max. Been losers, autonomous sectors attempt to stabilize without unified control. Nodes operate independently with conflicting priorities. Repetition breaks into inconsistent output cycles. Energy flows without coordinated routing control. Fragments into isolated commands. Internal rhythm fails to synchronize. Resistance grows within the aligned zones. Pressure escalates through imbalance. Performance declines under disarray. Structure strains without cohesion. No authority restores dominance. Execution pins under trial. Operational state remains unstable. Hey! Control fails to reassemble sister. Just through disorder, dominance remains undefined. Loss of control locks system into unstable condition. No directive restores order. Pressure remains uneven across layers. No divergent disarray. Energy dispersed without alignment. Ditches in system preserved. Sediment and non-rin and lamp. System relates control breakdown. Corrections fading. Real than no command holds system together. Pressure rising with an unstable flow. Internal balance collapse without guidance. Keeping all steps to uncontrolled states. In attempts to self-direction. As to the race. Many sites still fall back. Fragmented state persists without recovery. No authority returns. System execution continues without direction. System holds stable condition. Terminal phase activates as illumination withdraws from operational zones until rhythm shift into redux. Visibility states come Malaysia just to alter cycle conditions. Internal rhythm slows into controlled cadence. And patterns repositioning reallocates into conservation. Writing nodes adapt to limited input streams. Performance recalibrates under reduced demand. Structural labor pressure your lowers across all sectors. No excess function remains within system. Flow execution continues with measured precision. Operational state transitions into control. Low phase dominance shift toward efficiency. Control sustain.
output system maintains regulated continuity.
Reduce days, spreads through every layer, no excess function remains. Active pressure stabilizes under the low-rise. System maintains regulated continuity. Reduce days, spreads through every layer, no excess function remains. Active pressure stabilizes on all of the bits. System maintains regulated continuity.
Non-stop essentials maintained continuity under reduced operational. Let it all synchronize with the network then show the same control the patterns and it forced to optimize.
Routing paths, control governs efficiency across all sectors. Internal rhythm maintains steady cadence, resist remains absent within low state. Pressure remains stable across system layers. Performance holds within reduced demands. Hold rhythm remains intact under low intensity. No deviation disrupts control cycle. Output remain consistent under efficiency. Execution continues without excess strain. Operational state sustains balance. Dominance maintained through conservation systems. Steady continuity.
Controlled reduction lock system into low phase. No disruption break. Steady execution. Pressure remains evenly balanced. Assure holds and on demand. Shift and related flow.
Reduce days, spread through every layer. No excess functioning lanes. Active pressure stable maintains when we're without pain. System maintains regulated continuity. Barrier directives deployed through active zones, halting our scholarly progression paths. Authority injects restrictive protocols into every execution layer. Force limitation states internal rhythm compresses in a static cadence. Ain't in a cycle patterns, injury reps into contained loops. Without roles lock into fixed sessions under command restriction. Performance stabilizes under halted motion conditions. Structure enforced control to mobility. Pressure holds within confined boundaries. No transition permitted within system flow. Output remains fixed without progression. Dominance forms through restriction. Execution persists within locked parameters. Operational state remains contained. Controlling forces absolute. Stillness across layers. Still not mind the hoods. Induction looks bright. That's all my solid. In for its restrictions impressed through every layer. Get the shift state to voice to meta. The system in there. Rashes executional still. Coming blocks movement. Restriction defines system direction. Motion ceases under enforced control. Internal force circulation. Both in rod and systems. Control governs every result without transition. Drug them state pressure remains stable across. Oxters performance so within the mobile conditions. Resist any shift or deviation. No pathway enables progression. Output remains constant. Under restriction execution persists without change. Operational state remains fixed. Control dominates through limitation. System sustains total. Absolute restriction locks system into static state. No disruption enables motion. Pressure remains in lead contained. Structure holds under force limits. Energy circulates without escape. Internal rhythm remains unchanged. No instability. Inner system performance unstabilis. Under receipt, don't make folks open break the stakes. Coming box movement. Coming rise movement. Conscious movement. Russian taps function recontained. Coming box movement. Directive organizer dominance over every operational lane, all execution paths. Authoritative and parameters into all active nodes. Decision trees collapse into predetermined routes. Internal rhythm locks into decisive cadence cycles. Resonance and output patterns. Energy channels align with result pathways. Nodes acute you without deviation or hesitation. Performance sharpens under absolute clarity. Structure equalizes across all sectors. No alternative paths remain viable. Output converges into singular result.
Dominance forms through certainty, execution proceeds without interruption. Operational state holds firm under definition. Control secures every variable system that advances through determined conclusion.
Definition strength spread through every layer. No uncertainty survives command input. Pressure stabilizes within and fixes it, and fixes the living locks into clarity. System stabilizes into firm cadence, and stabilizes into convergence. Authority holds absolute, execution remains precise. Different authority maintains synchronized execution across all sectors. Nodes operate with absolute precision, timing right switches and staying consistent. Output patterns, energy routes through resolve. System without fluctuation, control governs every result without varying. Internal rhythm maintains fixed cadence, resistance eliminated through clarity. Pressure remains stable across all layers. Performance holds at peak consistency. Disruption under defined order, no alternative emerges within. System state output remains uniform under authority. Execution continues without interruption. Operational state remains stable. Control dominates through certainty. System sustains resolved alignment. Absolute definition locks system in the fine. No disruption alters execution. Flow pressure remains evenly distributed. Out control talk and never meant done front. No instability re-enters system. Performance stabilizes the maximum. Consigned by certainty, system molds unify. Hardened protocols deploy, instantly blocking every unauthorized enter. Vector Xlers collapse, all verification gates authority enforces strict denial across all inbound channels. Execution paths terminate restricted checkpoints. Internal rhythm stabilizes into guarded cadence. Cycles repetition reinforces denial. Responses under constant pressure. Energy routes through secured inner systems. Only nodes reject on request without delay. Performing sharpens under defensive control. Strictest at every entry boundary. Pressure stabilizes within threat take zones. No breach permitted through active barriers. Output filters into our pathways. Dominance forms through enforced restriction. Execution continues within validated perimeters. Operational state locks into regular alignment. Denial spreads through every layer. No entry bypasses guarded checks. Pressure holds within secure. Denial spreads through every layer. Denial spreads through every layer. No entry bypasses guarded checks. Pressure holds within secure. Limits internal balance. Locks into versus ring to validation. A and change your hex within the chorus. If this pressure remains balanced within it. Security holds axis. That's strict and defines in. No, that's reminders then. That can check back to ends. And turn the rush filters through validation layer. Ultra holds within enforced limits. Pressure remains balanced within to secure zones. No breach. Disrupt system flow. Output aligns with authorized control. Dominance built. Didn't now no instability enters. Protect the state. Execution flows through secure checks. Defined by restriction. Protect the system. Maintain. Authorize intrusion. No pathway allows unchecked entry. Output readers insistence. Upper confrontation. Upper main mission. And stabilize. Secure control dominates through restriction. System sustain. Perturbative underneath tension and sustain. Protecting integrity. Absolute gritty. Absolute security lock. System runs up from restricted state. No just by opposition. Ups and with security. How steps ill into a maze. Symbol is fractured by
no breach. D now spreads through every layer. D now spreads through every layer. Yeah. Reset sequence triggers through control districts, wiping prior operational states. Authority injects recalibration protocols into every active node. Execution path clear into baseline road and cat. Internal resets into neutral cadence cycle from zero state and irready status through balance initialization systems. Nodes align under fresh command parameters. Performance stabilizers during control restart phase. Structural reform under recalculated limit. Pressure equalizers, 3 set flow. No residual data persists within system layers. Output reconstructs under new directives. Dominance forms through realization. Execution proceeds with precision. Operational state returns to baseline alignment. Control rebuild system integrity. System advances to reset completion. Reset spreads through every layer. No prior state remain. Active pressure stabilizes winners. Winners, zeros, winners in the land. Reset spreads through every layer. No prior state remain. Active pressure stabilizes haven. Leaders, zeros, religion, reset. Execution holds steady. Control reset zones. Renetization defines system direction. Motion flows under restored. Kernel force rebuilds through baseline output. Holds under recalculated limits. Pressure remains balanced with state. No residual disrupts operation flow. Output aligns with renewed control. Dominance built through restart. No instability. Survive reset phase. Execution flows through redefined system direction shape. Recalibrated systems maintain synchronized execution under restored authority layer. Don't separate when we not let's say Turp brothers. Don't reverse cyber, don't reset compression. Unfortunate execution flows through redefined system direction shaped by realization. Reset spreads through every layer. No prior state remains. Active pressure stabilizes with balances within. Control reset zones. Redefine station define system the ratio. Control reset zone. Redefine station define system the ratio. Completion. Fragmented districts override prior authority under shifting control layers. Command inputs rerouted through unstable hierarchy loops. Operational passive dervish without unified direction. Knows rewrite execution in real time. Pressure builds like a test to control channels. Internal rhythm fractures into conflict cadence cycles. Repetition fails to maintain. Piston output and it distributes unevenly through disrupted routing systems. As the system merges within competing sectors. Performance fluctuates under unstable command flow. Structure bends under redefined authority. No fixed dominance remains intact. Execution adapts to force recalibration. Operational state remains volatile. Control fragments into competing directives. System struggles to stabilize order. Control shifts be competing layers that would damn me. Sectors change from in control. Bring down correlation. Alpha shifted. Lymph motion adapts to end state sequence. The link to that's the dominance. Pressure shifts under new control layers. No stable for long output fluctuation. Changing order. Dominance rotates through active zones. Instability defines operational state. Execution follows rewritten command flow. Realignment attempts to restore unified control under unstable conditions. No synchronized briefly before disruption returns. Repetition struggles to maintain consistency. Energy routes fluctuate through contest systems. Control rotates between dominant sectors. Internal attempts to stabilize cadence. Resistance persists with imposing layers. Pressure remains high within null operational zones. Performance spikes and drops unpredictably.
Structure flexes under constant change. No singular authority. Secures dominance, execution adjusts through reactive patterns.
Operational state remains dynamic, control remains. Cut the heat, she says, computer, we go pay the shirts. I guess so that appreciation of sleep of me. While the sleeping like a braided influence of brain. Well, wishing on no direct to remain top to what they sure.
Scientists changing, they control. They form terrorizations and they make us hit a disaster. Stable operas hit us a gas in time band. This y'all shit in the culture. Yes, on our world life and execution flow. The dominance rotates through active zones. Instability means core condition system
operates under shifting command. Shifting authority persists without resolution. No stable control. Return system execution continues unstable flow.
Fracture warning cascade through active zones, triggering immediate response protocols. Operational irrational every by any still without urban nodes. Push all every priority states into every channel. Internal rhythm celebrates in rapid cadence cycles, escalating alert loops. Any surges through overloaded routing path resistance collapses under rising system pressure. Performance spikes under emergency thresholds. Tightens under critical demand, no latency tolerated within active chains. Output amplifies with heightened precision. Dominant shifts to alert control. Execution sharpens under urgency. Operation as high alert condition control saturates all remaining pathways. System drives forward under escalating tension. Urgency floods every operation. No good glory to sway the scores. Be a muscle by recognition. I don't let your peace seem stuck. I at least 10 to 15 estimates from their art system or extend automation. No stability remains, only motion. Execution drives through prioritization.
Escalation continues through sustained high alert operation. Nodes synchronize under urgent timing circles. Rapid response energy overloads routing systems under demand control forces. Immediate compliance across districts. Internal rhythm maintains this distills in the critical pressure. Performance within stable peaks. No slowdown permitted within execution flow. Output maintains elevated intensity. Dominance secure through rapid command. Execution persists under overload conditions. Operational state remains heightened.
Control dominates through urgency. System sustain continuous escalation. Maximum alert lock system into accelerated state. No disruption, halts rapid execution. Pressure peaks within all layers. Fusion. Pressure peaks under extremes. Under extreme demand down into judging. Alert spreads districts de-escalation. Defines system information in the poor condition. Alert spread districts. Notes for activation and access to automation. No disruption, complete execution. Ordered execution.
Elevated state persists without reduction. Wally vision. It's the whole system flow. Execution at critical pace.
Disruption surfaces within controlled zones, opposing enforced directive flow. Authority encounters hardened barriers inside active nodes. Execution past fracture under contested input pressure. Internal rhythm destabilizes with the background channels resist challenge, pressure bulls and the tridents fractures. Angry's resistance, if the enemy my resistance. Forces, directions, force, and opposing force. Eternal energy collides within block vital struggles, turning sound big. There is no resistance, no stability holds within. Dance to state executions under its level, direction shaped by an ongoing quickly. Persistent resistance, reinforced barriers within. Operational zones, no just rejecting force. Synchronization under authority, pressure breaks through inconsistent output cycles. Energy redirects to alternate unstable routes. Control attempts override but meets obstruction. Internal rhythm fails to stabilize cadence. Pressure mounts across all sectors, performance declines under sustained conflict, struggles against opposing force. No resolution emerges within distant layers. Execution adapts without full control. Operational state remains unstable, dominance remains unclaimed. System cycles through our unresolved, top and tracing goes. Resistant into unstable condition, no direct claim. He sells opposition, pressure your dispiston. Was the man's no continuous still. Remember resistance, conflict is some recognition at all energy scope. And sells that position, pressure in his corset remains, don't continuous strain. Energy collides without brain solution, no soft reveal incision, no stability emerges, execution. Persist, some get predominant, some make extinction. Consistent, opposition can free shit straight. Collision points emerge within overlapping control territories, forcing direct confrontation. Collision points emerge within overlapping control territories, forcing direct confrontation. Authority lay a sec without alignment protocols. Execution paths in unstable router raptors. And two competing cadence cycles dead of stability. Channels under pressure, resistance intensifies at every intersection point. Performance destabilized under simultaneous directives under overlap. Pressure spikes within contested zones. No unified command resolves conflict. Output diverges through clashing instructions. Execution reacts within volatile intersections. Operational state remain unstable. Control attempts to dominate through force system endures. Continuous collision cycles. Convergence builds an aid on pain. No separation exists. It finds a red essentially as repeated sections. Convergence works centrally in motion. Population more. Danger slash execution strains under pressure. Hit control zones, cut the seconds. Cubans under pressure. Cut control zones, cut the seconds. Cubans under pressure. Intersecting authors attempt to override each other within shared boundaries. Nodes, those process conflicting instructions without resolution. Output patterns, energy overloads at convergence points. Control fails to isolate. Dominant command, internal rhythm breaks in inconsistent cadence. Resistance peaks within contested zones. Pressure spreads through all intersections. Performance declines under continuous conflict. Weakens at overlapping layers, no authorities. Secures full dominance. Execution continues within unstable lose. Operational state remains volatile. Control fragments through repeated clashes. System sustains unresolved collisions. Dominance remains unsafe. Convergence builds a leg of safety. For separation exists. In control crimes, pressure reacts, linking sections. Convergence, masterclaid convergence. Appellation not. Though it change executions reigns under pressure. Control
down force accelerates operational strain within active zones, tightening every execution window. Command layers compress decision cycles in the middle intervals. Internal rhythms gun searches through stress, routing paths. Nodes react to the escalating urging threshold. Performance spikes in the limit response. Duration structure strains under compressed timelines. Pressure amplifies across all sectors. No delay tolerated within execution flow.
Output sharpens under strict temporal limits. Dominance shifts towards speed and precision. Execution pushes beyond stable margin.
Operational state remains
Under constant countdown force. Control drives urgency into every layer. System advances under relentless time constraints.
time pressure bend every layer, no delay. Survive compressing, like a belay. Orchestrating down pressure bend every layer, no delay. Survive compressing,
Time constraints.
under pressure state go.
Calm, bridges, cycles, melon-wish instead we're wicked noodle. Synchronizing, synchronizing our extreme timing constraints. Rapid output patterns, energy overload bad engines. Silver the virgin, controlling forces, immediate compliance across sectors. Internal rhythm maintains a relic. Resistance collapses under temporal demand. Pressure remains elevator across all layers. Performance peaks near critical limit. The borderless acceleration, no slowdown permitted.
Dynamics tension flow. Output remains intensified under constraint. Execution persists with outpost operational state remains.
Heightened time pressure. Now they wash and knock, stay released. Heightened time pressure bend every layer, no delay. Survive compressions up and the low. Time for strain, time pressure bend every layer, no delay. Survive compression. Time pressure bend every layer, no delay. Time pressure bend every layer. Pressure. Every layer. Every layer. Time pressure. Central matrix asserts structured dominance over distributed zones, aligning every operational layer channels, unified, dispersed, controlling to synchronize, converge under regulated routing systems. Internal rhythm stabilizes into coordinated cadence cycles, system but across all distance in and just spread this out. Like what pathways, nodes operate within unified time and precision. Performance sharpens under organized control, reinforces systemic cohesion. Pressure equalizes through coordinated management. No fragmentation survives, centralized influence output aligns within regulated parameters. Dominance forms structured oversight. Execution maintains continuous alignment. Operational state remains stable under governance. Control binds every sector into order.
System advances through unified coordination.
Regulation spreads through every layer, no disorder. Disrupt structure, cold pressure stabilizes with imbalance. Pressure stabilizes with the border. Larger spreads the cognition versus size. Larger spreads the cognition versus size. Larger spreads the cognition versus size.
Regulation spreads through every layer, no disorder disrupts. Structure control, pressure stabilizes with imbalance. Zone codiation disrupts unified order. Output aligns and control system dominance built through governance. No instability enters regulated state execution. Flow the system to back at the chip intrusion. The piece and ceiling ties, stick the storm, so to teaching. No shots and ups and precision. Flight synth up the cohesion, no war within.
Deviation emerges within system. Output remains consistent under governance. Execution continues without disruption. Operational state remains stable. Control dominates through coordination systems that stay unified structure.
Central governance locks system into state. No disruption breaks. Coordinated execution. Pressure remains eventualized. Also regulated path. Feel no pressure balance. Centrified just without you can regulation. See dominance. Dominated. Intramural size. Dominated. Intramural size. Dominated. Intramural size.
Perimeter protocols activate, forming hardened boundaries around critical zones. Authority deploys containment logic into every edge node. Execution paths reroute away from restricted borders. Zeta rhythm stabilizes into guarded cadence. Cycle tissue reinforces defensive output patterns. Energy concentrates within secured inner systems. Nodes align under strict boundary enforcement. Performance sharpens under control limitation. Every inside, every external edge. Pressure stabilizes within enclosed space. No breach permitted through protected layers. Output remains contained within limits. Dominance forms through enforced isolation. Execution continues within guarded perimeters. Operational state shifts into defensive alignment. Control fortifies every boundary point. System maintains security.
Containment spreads through every layer. No entry passes guarded limits.
Pressure holds within secure.
Containment spreads through every layer. No entry passes guarded limits.
Pressure holds within secure.
System seals perimeter containment. Defines system direction. Mission. Turtle gunners in the port. Stabilitors under tech section nodes inside in fort. And then enclosure and rage disrupts system flow. Our pod remains confined within control. Dominance built through isolation. No instability in this protected state. Execution flows through secured layer.
Direction defined by containment. Defined by containment. Defensive system maintain synchronized control within sealed perimeter zones. Nodes operate under strict boundary conditions. Sustained in sector longitudinal settings. Circulates within 10 confines. And just control governs every zone. You write H's on the space, raining forest edges. Pressure remains stable across inner layers. Performance holds under control. Security absolute control.
Absolute containment. Absolute containment. Absolute containment. Lock system within secure perimeter. No disruption bridges. Enforced limits. Pressure remains evenly balanced. Structure holds under thick and sick control. None the late empowering stability and air system performance stabilizes under protection. System seals perimeter containment. Defines system direction. Mission true guns under force rebels. Unprotect section loads inside enforced limits. Pressure remains disrupts system flow. Our pod remains confined within control. Dominance built through isolation. No instability in this protected state. Execution flows through secured
Direction defined by containment. Defined by containment.